Hey guys, Avery here. Not quite sure what happened. My live cut out, but I'm coming back so that we can finish our talk. So hopefully you guys will tune back in, but sorry about that. And we were just talking about things to consider when you are picking a firearms instructor. So hopefully you guys will be able to tune back in. Sorry about that. So a few of the things that we went over their reputation, we went over the price, their teaching style, and it's just one of those things that you have to be very, very mindful of what you're doing and the instructor that you're choosing and the credentials that they have. Because if you don't, then you may find yourself in a situation to where you just have an instructor and you guys really don't jive well. Hey, Alana Light. Hey, Mike. And hey, Ghost. How are you guys? I was just live and it cut out, so I'm coming back. It was like 30 minutes into our conversation, but I'm not going to trip. And so, if anyone on the live has any feedback for the things that they have considered when selecting a firearms instructor, would definitely like to hear that. And then also considering if you want a male or a female instructor. And I see that there's a lot of people who actually travel and they go states away to find instructors. So, if you find an instructor that's good, then absolutely travel and hook up with them because you know exactly what you want when it comes to an instructor. And something else that I want to talk about tonight is I wanted to talk about hurricane prep. Alana Light said, anyone who won't give you a list of items in it for training, red flag. Yes. Another red flag would be instructors who really don't communicate. And I have a lot of people who will reach out to me and they will ask a lot of questions, and that's fine with me. Like, that's what I'm here for. And if they have questions, I should be able to answer them. Another thing that I pride myself on is our journey isn't over once you take the class. Like, that's the beginning of our journey. And you should be able to reach out to me. We should have a relationship, and you should be able to trust that I'm the instructor and you can reach out and get to me whenever you need to. And granted, it has to be within like reasonable time, but you should be able to have that open dialogue in the relationship with me. I've just seen where some people are just like too good, and that's never a good situation to have. But you should also try to have classes with manufacturers. And some manufacturers have classes that are open to the public. And so if you can do that, that's definitely a great experience. And check out free events too. There are a lot of free events that are out there. And although you may feel like it's like way below the level that you're at, you should be able to go and maybe you can encourage other people and you can also learn something else from these people too. Let's see. Mike said you always do a great job. Thanks. Thank you, Mike. Alana Light said, I've asked instructors for a list of items needed to take their course and literally an attitude or no response. I didn't ask for free instruction, laugh out loud. I asked what I needed for your class. Yeah, that is definitely no good. And certain instructors like working with certain level of students, and that's fine. For me, I'd rather work. I'm so used to working with like a certain level that I really prefer working with newer shooters because they are more apt to listen. Sometimes when you find that students have been training for a while, sometimes they have a huge ego and just I really don't have the time for it. Yes, Demon said no bad habits. I agree. Um, what else? So Yarn Dragon said, my guy said, save his number If I ever had to shoot anyone, call him first. That was about it after the class. And Demon said they come with an open mind to learn. Yes, absolutely. Another thing is, sorry. Let's see. Always have an open mind when you go to a class. Like, there's nothing stopping you from going to that class and putting in the back of your mind everything that you've learned before, because different people teach different things different ways. So let them explain things. Try not to cut your instructor off. Let them like get what they're saying out, and then you say what you got to say later. But yeah, try not to be rude. That's really good, Demont, that you go with the open mind, because sometimes people don't go with the open mind and it's not so good. Sorry, guys. I definitely have the sniffles and I'm trying. So I want you guys to know. So I was on live just now and then it cut off. But the devil is like super busy in my life right now. So I'm not even going to let him win, because I really wanted to rage, but I didn't. I just came back on live. But yeah, try not to let certain things get to you, because I probably would, if I would have let that get to me, I wouldn't have came back live and I would have just been mad. So I want to share a couple. So this is like a mini side note. And after I go off on my tangent, then we're going to do a giveaway. But I have been having to deal with the worst customer service with things that I have been doing recently. So this is just a public service announcement. If you have a business and you have horrible customer service, you probably want to close your business. All right? Because I have seen and experienced some of the worst customer service over the past, I want to say over the past 2 months, some really bad customer service. And it's really not good. And I'm not just talking about in the gun community, I'm just talking about in general. If you don't have attention to detail and bad customer service, you should just close your business and just throw it in the trash, all right? Because it's not good, all right? I've wasted a lot of money just dealing with companies that are not good. But I'm keeping an open mind. What I really want to do is really kind of like smash them in bad reviews, but I don't. Like, you guys really don't understand like the horrible customer service. But I have kept it together. I have not lost my cool. They just will not ever get $1 from me again. They won't even get 50 cents. Like, they won't get anything from me. But if you have a business, this is going to be the last time I'm going to say it. If you have a business, make sure that you have good customer service, okay? If you do not have good customer service, then just close your business, because you're probably going to get a whole bunch of horrible reviews, okay? Okay. And attention to detail. You can have attention to detail in every single thing that you do. You don't have to just own a business. It could be in whatever, but just always have attention to detail and over deliver. Over deliver. Okay? When it comes to me as an instructor, I over deliver because my class may be 3 hours long, but if I need to go a little bit over the 3 hours, I'm going to go over the 3 hours, because I feel like I owe that to my student. I feel like I want to make sure they're at a level that I'm comfortable at before they leave. Some people would say, this is 3-hour class, it's 3 hours, time to go. And especially if the student shows up late, it's like, well, your time's up. But you just have to just over deliver with your customer service. And the way that you make your customer feel, that like your customer could be totally wrong, you could tell them that they're wrong in a good way. All right. And that goes a very, very long way. Like, I've had the worst luck, the worst, but it'll all work out, and I'll find some really good vendors. Like, I've had, so, and another thing I want to let you guys know is you guys will be like, oh my God, when is that shirt coming out? Oh my God, when is that hat coming out? Or, oh my God, when is that cup coming out? It's not me, guys. It's these trashy vendors that appear to be really good and then they do a horrible job. And I, for one, will not be giving you guys, or even in a lot of these things, I don't even give it to you for free because it needs to be at a certain standard. So that's why some of these things have not. Yarn Dragon, we will have a whole conversation about this later. Some of these things just are not coming out when I am supposed to be getting them, although I've paid for them, but because they're just not good quality. So, Dima, don't bring up the cups. So, if you guys are waiting on the cups, like I was waiting on the cups, I'll let you know that I have 3 black cups that are available, 3 to order. And I was going to put the cups out the first 2 days for $25.99, but there's only 3. So I guess I will put the first 3 out for $25.99. It was just a long story. Long story. But that's not what this live is for, so I will stop. So Demon said, so God's using it as an example to show others how to be? Absolutely. And I really pride myself on not losing my cool, because there has been a couple times, like even today, I probably could have lost it, but I didn't, because at the end of the day, I can always leave a bad review, talk to the manager's manager, and just not give them my service anymore. And I can also recommend for no one else to give them their service because they don't do good work. Hey, G Webs, thank you. So I'm Erin said, a smile goes a long way. I stopped going to a gun range I used to go to for many years after new owner took over. Rude and crass goodbye. And sometimes, like I went to a range one time and I was really not welcome. And then I reached back out like maybe a year later, but they were under new management and the new management was awesome. So sometimes you just, maybe if you see something is under new management and you didn't really quite get along with the old management, then you can still give them another chance. Demon said, remember when they leave, they may be what others see about your instruction. Yes, absolutely. Your Dragons, I do not need boxing glove. I need ice cream. James said, vote with your dollars and your feet. Yeah, if someone doesn't have good service, I'm not giving them any more of my money, and then they can like kick rocks. All right, guys, so time for a giveaway, time for a giveaway, time for a giveaway. Patriot in the Dark said, wait a minute, are you telling me all those cups you sent me were messed up? I would not ever send you a messed up cup. Unless you wanted a messed up cup, then I would. All right, so we're going to do a quick giveaway. Do you guys want a primary arms giveaway or do you want a Glock giveaway? I'll let you guys pick. And if you didn't know, I was supposed to be teaching in Daytona Beach this weekend at a Sky Firearms event. It is canceled, rescheduled, and it will be scheduled for a later date. So due to the storm, we will not be teaching in Daytona Beach this weekend. So it looks like primary arms has won. So we will be doing a primary arms giveaway. All you have to do is type in PA in the comments in order to win. And yes, ma'am, it's due to the hurricane. So you will be entered to win this nice primary arms patch. And then you will be entered to win this nice primary arms hat. And then this is the back of it. So if you want to be entered to win, just type in PA. I'm feeling fantastic because I'm talking to you guys right now, but I did have a very, very long day. I've had like a very, very long week. There's just been a lot going on. But nothing that I can't handle. So Rodney, are you asking how do I receive these items to give away? Because I'll tell you. Thank you, Marv. And so I was kind of worried that I would have to teach this weekend and my cold kind of interfere with that. But luckily, not luckily, sorry. But the event was rescheduled. That was probably a poor choice of words. But the event was rescheduled and I can just work on getting better. Oh, and another thing, I don't think I've really let you guys know this yet, so you guys will be the first to know. Actually, after I announce this giveaway, then I will tell you guys the good news. Chico Wise, hey, how are you? Oh, and if you guys have not checked out my videos that have came out on Monday mornings, make sure that you check those videos out. And if you haven't checked out my podcast, make sure that you check out the podcast too. The Texas Outlaw says, howdy y'all. Hi Avery. Hey, how are you? The Texas Outlaw, did you receive your giveaway items? I think you won recently. And if you are watching this live, I would really, really like for you to share it. Who knows what happened not too long ago? The live cut out, but I'm back. I'm telling you guys, the devil is like all over me right now, but he will not win. And did everybody enter for the primary arms giveaway? Rodney said, how to receive a what? Sorry. All right, so the winner for the primary arms giveaway is Javar Moore. So congratulations, and make sure that you send me your address, and you can send that on Facebook Messenger. You can send it on Instagram DM, or you can email it to me at skipstacticalsolutions@gmail.com. All right, so congratulations. And if you did not win, that is a-okay, because I have one more thing to give away at the end of this live. And who said no Glock? Javar Moore, you have to be paying attention in order to know if your name was called. Yes, your name was called. You won. Let's see. Demont said no Glock. So just because my live messed up earlier and I had such a, I'm not going to say bad week because it wasn't bad. I just had a long week. I'm going to do an extra giveaway at the end of this live. And it's going to be, so Demont's not going to want to enter because he don't like Glock. But it's going to be this Glock hat. It's going to be this Glock pen. Sorry. Glock pen, and it's that kind of pen. And this Glock patch. So the patch. Maybe you need a hat to use when you're cutting your grass, Demont. So Javar, make sure that you send me a message so that we can get that shipped out to you. Marv said, just wondering, last week you mentioned you were no longer affiliated with some companies like Vaultec. Did something go wrong? No, it did not. I was just an affiliate with Vaultec, and from my understanding, they were working on their affiliate program. So I think it was just that they didn't really have time for their affiliate program. So they were kind of ending their affiliate program right now. Love those guys. Definitely not something bad. And I still recommend their products, although I'm not affiliated with them. Hey, Boss Hog. Atlanta Light said, I've been gone from the net for a while. Welcome back, Atlanta Light. Did Skip ever do the hurricane bug out bag? I did not. I was taking 2 full-time college classes, and for that bug out bag, it's going to take a lot of, I want to give people different options. I don't want to say, okay, these are the only options. I want to give options based on people's budgets. But yeah, I probably should have probably did that bag. But don't fret, because we're about to talk about some hurricane stuff now. Because yeah, it's about to get real. All right, guys. So how many people are in the area where they will possibly be affected by this upcoming hurricane? Is it Dorian? Where they will possibly be affected by it. I'm going to raise my hand because I am. And I've been living in Florida for almost 11 years. So yeah, almost 11 years. So it's definitely something that if you live in an area that may be well known to be affected by things like that, it should be something that makes it to your top of the to-do list. So make sure that you keep those things in mind. Don't have that. And it's kind of like the whole gun thing. Like, oh, it's never going to happen to me, because a lot of those things happen when we least expect it. So we let our guard down. I think it was last year, was it Hurricane Irma? We were very, very lucky. We did not get demolished. So now it's one of those things to where something is out there pretty close to hitting, and if you haven't already started to prepare, then you're kind of behind. And 2 days ago, yesterday, I went to go get gas, not trying to get gas for the hurricane, just kind of filling up my tank because I was halfway, and the gas station was a whole hot mess. So make sure that you're preparing food wise. Make sure that you're good. You want to, so I'm going to go down a list of things that I think that you guys should make sure that you're focused on. If you are in that area, please do not wait to the last minute, and prepare ahead of time, because you don't want to find yourself in a bad situation. All right, so these are going to be some things to consider when you are preparing for an emergency. You want to make sure that you have your prescriptions, and you also want to make sure that you have extra food for your children, especially if you have infants that use infant formula. And then for those of you who have, I don't know what they call them. Not real kids. Okay, I don't want to call it not a real kid. But if you have fur babies, okay, they call them fur babies. If you have fur babies, make sure that you have enough food for your fur babies as well, because that's very important. And You also want to make sure that you have extra water accounted for them as well. Sometimes they say to have a certain amount of water per person in your house. If you count your fur baby, then you need to make sure that you have extra water for your fur baby as well. And your important documents, just in case you have to evac, and we're going to talk about evacing with firearms as well here in a sec. But your insurance policy, any kind of bank account information, social security cards, like all those types of things, you probably want to have those in like a important document stash so that you can grab like that file folder or whatever it is and just take it and get out of Dodge. Grab extra cash if you need it. Actually, don't, not if you need it. Grab extra cash, because on your travels you may get to the point to where there's no cash, or the ATMs have run out of cash, or now you're not going to be able to use your debit card. So now what are you going to do? And then you want to also have some type of sleeping bag or additional bedding and blankets. And especially for those of you who are in the areas that get very, very cold. But if you are not in a cold area, you still need to have additional bedding and or sleeping bags as well. Change of clothes. If you live in an area that is cold, then you may want to make sure that you have some additional jackets. You want to have some additional long sleeves. And this is not going to be just like hurricane emergency. You can use this for any type of emergency that you will encounter. And then also make sure that you have adequate footwear. That is very important. I know a lot of Floridians, and that's what they call people in Florida. A lot of Floridians like to wear sandals. Don't get me wrong, I like to wear sandals as well. But if you're dealing with some sort of emergency, natural disaster, you may want to put on some sneakers to make sure that your feet are adequately covered and that you are protected. You also want to have a fire extinguisher. Flip-flops are issued once you cross the Florida line. Matches in a waterproof container. If you are, so for all the males out there, earmuffs, unless you're going to have to go to the store and grab this stuff, but feminine supplies, you're going to need those. And then any kind of personal hygiene items, you're going to need those as well. And baby wipes. Baby wipes, baby wipes. Any kind of books, games, pencils, puzzles. If you have children, make sure that you have activities that are going to keep them active, keep them from like just freaking out because there ain't nothing to do or the power don't went out. And try to have 1 gallon of water per person for at least 3 days for drinking and sanitation. And we were talking about this today. You can line like your bathtub so that you have that water there. Hopefully you don't need it. And a 3-day supply of non-perishable food. So if you haven't already gotten your bread, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for like a few days. Side note, I did eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich the other day, and it was good. I haven't had one in a while. It was in the pantry, and I was like, So, yeah. Flashlight with extra batteries. I have already charged up my Olight, and I'm ready to go. But I also have some other flashlights. You want first aid kit, a whistle to signal for help, and moist towelettes. We've already talked about that. Baby wipes. Garbage bags and plastic ties for personal sanitation. Wrench or pliers to turn off utilities. Can opener for food. And then local maps. And like Atlanta Light just says, solar charger. Let's see. Atlanta Light said, I'm an adult. Let's see. I'm an adult and no games needed. A good bottle of vodka. That too. Mike Smith said, I pray that God covers you and your family. Thank you so much. Oh, so Marv said that had a flood in the house, so I'm throwing things out, maintenance 1 day at a time. Sorry about that. Boss Hog said nobody was really prepared for 56 inches of rain. Yeah, we definitely just have to prepare for the things that we can control, and then the other things we're going to have to deal with it as they come. Yarn Dragon said we have 3 large backup chargers, and the Texas Outlaw said PB&J sandwiches are good. Yes, they are. How many of you know your evacuation standards when it comes to your firearms? And really quick, I just wanted to let you guys know the reason why I talked about this whole emergency thing, and I meant to do an entire episode on kind of emergency preparedness when it comes to natural disasters, but my whole channel or my whatever, it's not just about guns. It's about making sure that you guys are prepared for a lot of these different situations that are going to happen. And it's also about your mindset and just about being a better person. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that it's not just about guns. If you don't like that, feel free to tune out whenever I do talk about other things. But if there's other things that you guys do want to talk about, I do have a lot of people who reach out to me about being a firearms instructor, how I started my business, what type of business do I have. I have a lot of people ask me if I have like a legit LLC or am I just operating like a little side business. I do often refer to my business as a side business because I do have a full-time job as well, but I do have a legit LLC with a business bank account and all of the above. And I have business insurance. So any type of discussion that you guys want to know or you want to talk about, feel free to let me know and we can definitely talk about it. Sorry, those sniffles again. Rob said getting dehydrated drunk isn't smart if you lose power and end up having to work to keep your stuff and cell safe. So another thing that I kind of want to squeeze in here really quick though is this would be a good time to remember why we stock up on certain things. So when it comes to ammo, you want to make sure that you're stocked up on your ammo and that you have a firearm just in case there's looting and that you're able to protect yourself and your family. Because the people who don't have anything, I'm pretty sure they're going to start acting like savages, and we can learn from history to see how these sorts of things play out. Patriot said, I'm getting storm shutters installed. I've seen that documentary about that big storm in New York with all those sharks. I have shutters. I'm going to have pay someone to help me put them up. Marv said, thanks. I live in New York, but the sewage had so much water coming through that the line that couldn't pump water or the house during a horrible storm. I'm sorry. Atlanta Light said, I'm preparing for the zombie apocalypse civil war. Leave nothing to chance. Good for you. All right, guys. So how many people know what their state says in regards to evacuating and firearms? If you're in Florida, you're in luck because I'm about to tell you what our Florida statute says. So if a mandatory evacuation order is issued, residents in the affected counties can carry concealed firearms without a CCW permit in accordance with the Florida statute, which the Florida statute is 790, all right? And the section that is going to cover this is 790.01, unlicensed carrying of concealed weapons or concealed firearms. All right, so it's going to be bullet point A, and it says a person who carries a concealed weapon or a person who may lawfully possess a firearm and who carries a concealed firearm on or about his or her person while in the act of evacuating during a mandatory evacuation order issued during a state of emergency declared by the governor, pursuant to Chapter 252 or declared by a local authority pursuant to Chapter 870. As used in this subsection, the term and the act of evacuating means the immediate and urgent movement of a person away from the evacuation zone within 48 hours after a mandatory evacuation is ordered. The 48 hours may be extended by an order issued by the governor. So, I said that you guys can go to Florida Statute 790.01 to read this for yourself, because I want you guys to know where you can get this type of information from. But you heard it from me. If you are issued a mandatory evacuation order, not by your best friend, not by your husband, not by your wife, but that issue has to be issued during a state of emergency declared by the governor or declared by a local authority. Okay? So just make sure that you're doing the right thing, guys. Boss Hog said I need an airboat. You don't, let's see. Rob said a small local flood here had people fighting for bread at the store. Just don't be stupid, people. Stupid people. Your kids and your family depend on you. Sorry. I agree with that. Make sure that you guys are smart. Make sure that you, and so for me, I keep my pantry stock with those types of foods that we would be able to use in an emergency. And I keep things like water, because you never really know. And I keep energy drinks too. And ice cream. So if the power goes out, I just have to hurry up and eat all my ice cream. But yeah, guys, just be smart about it. You are in charge of your own safety. And this would also be another thing to think about. If there is an evacuation order, if there is a lot of things that are going on and people are breaking into homes or doing things that they're not supposed to, the police are going to be very, very busy. If they're very, very busy taking care of things that may be more important, are they going to have time to respond to your home for someone injuring you, someone breaking in, someone breaking the law? That's why you need to be able to be in charge of your own safety. You don't want to have to rely on someone else for your safety. And I really, really want you guys to think about that. So this hurricane, it's hurricane season. So, I mean, there's always something out there in that ocean, and we just have to be prepared. So if you don't have ammo for your firearm, that may be something that you need to go on and purchase. But just don't be out and about with a whole bunch of crazy people doing hood rat things with your hood rat friends. All right. Try to get your gas now. And I even seen on my way home from work today that there were already gas stations that had run out of gas. If you have an extra gas can, you can put some gas in a gas can. Be smart. All right. And I want everyone to return back here next Thursday, very safe, very excited to have another Talk to Me Thursday. And I want to hear how everyone's ride out went. And hopefully we all come back all happy. So if you guys have any questions about that, like I said, let me get that statute to you again. The statute is Florida Statute 790 is the one that covers concealed weapons. And you should know exactly what statute covers concealed weapons if you do carry concealed for your state. And that's 790.01. And that covers unlicensed carrying of concealed weapons or concealed firearms, okay? But just also know how to use it. Marv said, tell people to not be silly and go out chasing and shooting at hurricane or thinking they can launch some weapons at it. Like I hear some people talking. Yeah, please don't do that. Ryan, hey, thank you for joining. Chico said, be safe, all you guys and girls that may be in the affected areas of this storm. And so we talked about evacuating with your firearms. If you cannot evacuate with your firearms, or if you do not want to evacuate with your firearms, I think it's very, very important that you properly store your firearms, which you should already be doing. But with this storm coming, make sure that they are properly secured, properly stored, because let's say someone breaks into your home, you don't want them to have easy access to anything that is considered important to you. So you don't want them to be able to just go into your bedroom and get a firearm that's sitting against the wall or a firearm that's just laying on your counter. That would be bad business. So just make sure that you have all your stuff properly stored. Make sure that you are prepared if you're in any remote coned area of this storm, please prepare. Don't just say that it's not going to happen to you. And and just be safe, guys. Please don't wait until the last minute. Like, you're going to be super stressed out. Some people really work well that way. I don't. Um, I have my to-do list and then I work on it and I'm like, okay, bet, now we're good. So, whatever you need to do, please be prepared. And if you're in Florida, check out the statute. If you're not in Florida, check out your state statute and see exactly what it says in regards to firearms. And then I also want you to talk to your children about this. If you are one of those parents who try to shelter your kids, you may be doing more harm than good. And talk to them, because maybe you can empower them to help with the situation. Like, okay, so you're going to be in charge of doing this. You're going to be in charge of doing this. And you just give them a sense of accomplishment by helping out with that entire ordeal. But really quick, I want you guys to let me know, what are some things that you would maybe like for us to cover in regards to this channel? And it doesn't necessarily have to be Facebook. It could be Instagram. It could be Facebook. What type of things would you like for us to cover other than guns? Or do you just like talking about guns all the time? Mike said, laugh out loud, no, don't bomb the hurricane. I know, right? Yarn Dragon said, make packing a game. And then Atlanta Light said, Georgia doesn't have any laws regarding firearms during a natural disaster because we already have super loose gun laws. We are gun friendly. That's nice. All right, guys. So we started this off by all right, so Atlanta Light said training, real world scenario training involving moving and shooting, finding cover and concealment, and accounting for every shot you fire. That is really good. Let me. So Rob said, in the end, you can replace things, but not people. Wish you all good luck. Let's hope it's no big deal. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's like the storm that we had, I think it was 2 years ago. I don't think it was a year ago. I think it was 2, where it was supposed to be, and I can't remember what it was, the name of it. I think it was Irma, but it was supposed to be like really, really bad, and it turned out to like not be as bad as they projected it to be. But here in Tampa, it was so weird to see the water out of the bay, and people were like actually down in where the water was, but the water wasn't there. But I would have just been scared that it was, yeah. But that happened, I think that was a couple years ago. Picture in the Dark said, oh, great, you guys talk about storms and now their tornado sirens are going off. Get to safety. G-Webs, where are you at? And sometimes it may not necessarily be the storm. It may be the other things that come with the storm. You also have to think about the high winds. And with the high winds, there comes like things that are flying around because people have not properly secured things. So if you can properly secure things, go ahead and do that. I know that I had like patio furniture, so my cushions and the patio furniture had to get properly secured so that it doesn't just fly off and possibly damage something. And then if you have like any, and I have like some little statues in front of my house, and so my little statues are going to get put away as well because I want to make sure that they don't get damaged. Atlanta Light also said, understanding the basis for the Second Amendment and where gun control actually comes from, and a lot of gun folks really have no clue. So, Atlanta Light, I really feel like a lot of people who are anti-gun have no clue about that either, because if they did, I don't think they would be so anti-gun. But I do think that that is a good point as well. Limelight also said, I literally have to walk it back to before this country was established when explaining gun and why they are so important. People need to truly be educated on the issue. Yes, but I also feel like people have to be open to being educated to it, because I do have a lot of talks with certain people, and it's not just something that I'm going to argue with people about, but I educate them on why I feel like it's so important and why I pretty much made it my mission to educate people when it comes to firearms safety, self-protection, because we have to learn from history. Like, I don't understand why people don't understand that history will absolutely repeat itself if you don't learn from it. Yeah, I'm not understanding that, but we are here to educate others and we shall do that, but they have to be very open-minded. And Yarden Dragon said, everything that can fly will fly. Yes, it will. Patriot said, I'm just worried about those sharks. Boss Hawk said, tornadoes are common during hurricanes. We had numerous during Harvey. Atlanta Light also said, I literally start the conversation with natural law. Natural law is what you observe in nature. If you see a cheetah or lion trying to kill a gazelle, that gazelle, however feudal, fights back. It is, I agree with you. It's natural to fight back, and this is not a law by man but nature. The Constitution just recognizes it. Totally agree. Mike said you talk about a lot of gun topics and you have a good perspective on women carrying their guns. That in itself is good for me. I do want to do more of, I guess, like carrying, just different outfits of carrying. I know there for a bit I was doing, just showing some of my outfits that I just want to show people that you don't have to dress a certain way and you don't have to look a certain way. If people were to see me out in public, they wouldn't really think that I would be carrying, because I don't dress like the typical, I don't want to say the typical. I just don't wear like cargo pants and all that. I still try to dress as normal as I can, what's normal for me, and I try to be as comfortable as I can. And I know you guys probably see some of the pictures of me with my students, and I have on like those cargo pants, and I also have on like a business polo, but those are only for when I'm teaching. When I'm teaching, I have to wear my uniform and look the part, and I want to be as professional as I can be. And that's definitely not the way that I dress when I'm out in public and I'm just living my best life. But I do like to show different perspectives and do show those different perspectives and show the different methods, like the off-body carry. Off-body carry gets a lot of bad press, and I think it's just people who are not open-minded, because sometimes you just can't carry your body. So if you, like, I want you guys to really think about this right now. what people often tell, and a lot of times it's women, they'll say, do not carry off your body, just don't have a gun. Like, does that make sense to you guys? Because if you're wearing something and it just so happens that you can't carry and you want to still be safe, right? You still want to be protected. People are telling you, do not carry off your body. And that's pretty much telling you, do not protect yourself because of the outfit that you're wearing. But I also see men who off body carry, and I don't really hear people putting them down as much as they put women down for off body carrying. So, do you guys ever hear that? I've had people just completely go off on me about me off body carrying or me even encouraging that people off body carry. I encourage people to carry however they see fit, but I'm not going to talk down to someone just because of the way that they decide to carry, as long as it's in a safe manner. Atlanta Light said, typical thought, laugh out loud, see how she had to sidestep that. She dresses like a respectable woman and didn't want to offend anyone. It depends on your awareness and accountability, in my opinion. If you walk around not paying attention to self and very absent-minded, I don't recommend off-body carry. I do agree with you. I do agree with you on that. But a lot of the times we try to make sure that we're aware of our surroundings, even when you're not carrying, because to be honest, sometimes you can't carry, and you want to be aware so that you can, carrying or not, avoid a bad situation if you can, because we want to use our gun if we have to, but sometimes we don't have to. We can just go ahead and avoid that situation and get out of Dodge because we can see that something's going to go sideways and we don't want to be there when it does. David said everyone is an expert in their own mind. I'm absolutely not an expert. I just have my experience that I love to share with everybody because I've definitely learned some things the hard way. And I don't want other people to learn the hard way. And I want to make sure that people are spending their hard-earned money on quality things. So many people waste their money and buy things that are cheap. You don't want to buy cheap. You want to buy things that are affordable and quality, but you definitely don't want to buy cheap. So I try to do my best on educating people and being that resource that they can go to and trust that every time they have a conversation with me or ask my opinion, that I'm going to lead them in the right direction. Yarn Dragon said, I have friends that argue about off-body, about what's the point, bag is not on you. So the whole thing with off-body is that you want to keep that on, like pretty much on your person so that you can get to it if you need it. And if for some reason you have to sit it down or do something, you want to know where it is and it needs to be absolutely accounted for. Like I was at a wedding and I off-body carried, and when I went to go dance or something, I made sure that my husband had my purse so that he would be able to account for it, because I wasn't going to have my purse on the dance floor. And that was just something that I decided to do. And I didn't go, oh, I'm just going to sit this down for a random person to just go through my purse if they felt the need to. So if it's off body, you want to have it on your body as much as you can, but you also just want to have positive accountability over that. Chico Wise said, I enjoy your Thursday live streams. This is my third week here. Keep doing it, Skip. We definitely need more women to join the 2A community. Took my younger sister shooting for the first time back in May. She did it for the first time shooting after me drilling the safety aspects of it. That's great. I hope that she really liked it. And even if she didn't like it, just continue to introduce her to it and encourage her. And I think we will have a new 2A supporter before we know it. But guys, we have a lot going. on this week. I definitely had a lot going on this week, and next week I'm starting school again. I did share with you all that I have a goal to finish my bachelor's degree by the end of 2019. We have September, October, November, December left, and I do plan on finishing it. I have 3 classes left, so I will be back in school here next week. So please pray for me. But I have goals. Your girl got goals. And I know that you guys have goals as well. I want you guys to make sure that you're working on your goals day in and day out, because we have some missions to do. So if you would like to share your goals with me, feel free to share your goals with me, and I can be like your little baby accountability partner. But I am definitely working on my bachelor's. I will be done here very soon. And I like to share those things with you guys because I want you to know that for me, it's not all about, although I am trying to improve myself. Some people ask me, why am I trying to get my bachelor's if I plan on running my own business full time once I retire from the military? But it's because I am forever a student and I want to learn. And I also want to have my bachelor's degree so that I can just be like, geez. And I just saw a question. Are you up for E7? I am not up for E7. I am actually up for E8. And I've been at E7 for a couple years now. Boss Hog, did you see my face when you typed that? David said, that is awesome. Almost across the finish line. Yes. And something else that I want to share with you all is you got to keep going for your goals, because especially if you have kids, they're watching you and they see how you do things and they want to be like you when they grow up. So be a very good role model and show them how hard work pays off. My kids have watched me grow my business, and they have a sense of pride in it as well, because there are things that they've helped me with. So I think that we all have these things that we want to do, and if you want to do it, I'm here to tell you that you can absolutely do it. You can do anything that you put your mind to. All right. So that was motivational Skip right there. Boss Hog said, go for your master's. I almost blocked you when I saw that. Just kidding. I think I'm done after my bachelor's, because I'm not really student material when it comes to like college. I'm not college material. I believe in have a gun with you. Kevin Book said, congratulations. Oh no, I won't be making, no. I have 3 years and 10 months until I retire, and you guys will all be invited to the retirement. And if not, we'll just live stream it on YouTube just so you guys can see it. But we are almost at the end of 2019, and I have some major things on the horizon for 2020. I have some things that I'm going to be trying to work on with you guys. So definitely want you to stay tuned and keep in touch and make sure that you interact. And if there's things that you guys want to see, let me know. I know some of these videos, so if you see my videos when it comes to like my reviews, those things take me a lot of time. And when it comes to the range, there's sometimes restrictions on time, and I just don't have a lot of time to film videos. So when it comes to me doing videos, you guys have to be very patient. And I just kicked out quite a few videos because I had to batch them. So you have to be patient with me, because some of these videos require like some extensive things. And I've been teaching like every weekend, like sometimes 2 days on my days off. So I still have to make time for my kids, and I still have to make time for my husband. So it comes to, and then I have a podcast too. So if you guys have not listened to my podcast, feel free to listen to my podcast. Atlanta Light said, retire. Yes, retire after 20 years. So I have 3 years and 10 months. Kevin Brooks said, you're going to stay longer than 20. No, sir. No, sir. I'm going to have to hang it up at 20. And the reason why I want to hang it up at 20 is because I want to be able to do this full time. I do have people ask me, if I will be able to travel to them. And there's not really a lot of things that I can do because there's restrictions with my time because I still have a full-time job. So I do want to be able to provide this to you guys full-time. Oh, and I told you guys I had good news. And I totally forgot to tell you. Atlanta Light said, old enough to be talking about retirement. I am. I actually joined when I was 17. My parents, big shout out to my parents because they had to sign for me to join the Air Force. So I really appreciate them for supporting me. So, and the news that I wanted to share with you all is I have joined the Women's Outdoor News. So I will be providing content through the Women's Outdoor News as well. So definitely check me out on their channel. I will be having some stuff come out within the next couple of months with them, but I'm very excited to be on their team and provide content to them. And I would like for you guys to support. And if you know any women, or if you guys would like to view the Women's Outdoor News, that's fine too. But I will definitely be putting out content with them soon. So more videos, right? Atlanta Light said, Air Force, you know, she's smart. I took the ASVAB and it was clear infantry. Go suck up some bullets. Everybody has their own strengths. Smart as hell. I don't know about that. But I have been in the Air Force for 16 years. And I'm very thankful for the Air Force. And I'm thankful that I'll be able to do my 20 years of service and start on my next journey. But that was my good news for tonight. Like I said, I did have a very, very long week, but that is okay because it's over and done with. And I do have some black tumblers that I'll possibly post. I will not put them on the website because they're only a limited amount. And I will not be putting the tumblers up until I get the rest of the tumblers. If you guys do not... Sorry, if you know of a company here in the Tampa area that does some really good work on apparel and I guess promotional items, please let me know because I'm definitely in search because I am 100% tired of dealing with companies that don't have good customer service and they lack attention to detail. And that's just me saying it in a nice way. But since I'm feeling real good and I really appreciate you guys and we're just going to get ready for this hurricane prep, we're going to do a giveaway. And this is going to be a giveaway for everybody that's on live. And that will be, DeMont's not going to want to do this. And another thing is, if you have not checked out my Patreon account, I would really appreciate it if you guys would check out my Patreon account. If you are a Patreon supporter, I truly appreciate you because you guys are amazing. My Patreon supporters are supporting my podcast right now. And they're also supporting my very, very nice DSLR camera that I purchased so that I could provide really nice videos to you guys because I know you guys don't really like those phone videos. And I want to get some good videos out to you guys. So giveaway time. And this for everybody's on live. And DeMont does not want this, but it is a Glock hat. So just type Glock in the comments. Glock hat. Glock pen. Let's see. Glock pen. Glock patch. There's a Velcro patch. And there'll be a couple Glock stickers in there too. So for those of you who will not be dealing with a hurricane, possibly this weekend, what do you guys have going on? Sometimes you guys are really funny. Ryan said Ruger. And if there's something that you guys would like to cover for next week, please let me know so that we can cover that next week. Oh, Marv. So I thought he was trying to ask me how I get this stuff, and then I didn't really, I couldn't, I, yeah, sorry. So the way that I get this stuff is I beg the companies. um, I have a really good friend that works at Glock, and he sends me some things. Mr. Scotty Banks, who is amazing, he sends me some Glock things. So the stuff that I get, I try to give it out to you guys because I like to incentivize people to get into this whole two-way lifestyle, personal protection, and I think it's pretty cool to just give things away. So yeah, I'm like that annoying person who's always asking for stuff. But I just ask for it like once and then they give it. So, or sometimes like Primary Arms, I connected with them at NRA and they gave me a whole bunch of stuff. And then if companies send me things, sometimes instead of me taking it, I'll just give it to you guys. Because I like to spread the love. That's probably not the answer that you wanted to hear though. But sometimes I do give away items that I have. And I mean, this stuff is like really nice. Like these patches are nice. These hats are nice. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I sometimes want to keep some of this stuff, but I don't. I give it to you because this is definitely a nice hat. We've had hats. We've had mags. We've had a lot of stuff. And I want to say next week we're going to give away this thing. Oh, yeah, we gave away range bags. This is a little Glock Streamlight. I'm going to give that away next week if the hurricane doesn't blow away my entire home. You guys think I should take the swag with me? Not funny. Yeah, so that ammo can, oh, I have a video that I need to put out about that, but I'm surprised that's still on there, but Marv's going to the state fair this weekend, so have a funnel cake for me because I definitely like funnel cake. David said nothing wrong with free swag. Oh, G-Web said that he carries that light every day. Nice. And of course, I have my O-Light here with me, guys. If you didn't know, I am a O-Light dealer. So this is my O-Light. And Yarn Dragons picked up, well, actually, her husband picked her up a O-Light. So now we're like O-Light twinsies because she got one of these too. And just because I'm super extra and you guys already know that, look at this. By no means is this like a really expensive knife, but I just want you guys to see how cute this is. Do not roast me in these comments, okay? Look how cute this is. Isn't that cute? I think it's cute. So Yes, Ryan. So I will be introducing all of that here soon. It's cute. And it's one of those knives to where my husband said I had some problems at the gun show, but I thought it was so cute that I had to get it. I'm sorry. No, it's not a super expensive knife, but it's cute. It's extra, just like me. It's the Glock. All right, so did everyone that wanted to enter for the Glock enter? Young Dragon said, speaking of lights, I was cussing up a storm today. I had to go up into the attic and went looking for it. It was in the bag on my desk. Where did you get that knife from? I got this knife from a gun show, and I think it was like $5. I bought a whole bunch of cute ones. All right, guys, did everybody enter? Because I'm about to pick a winner. But that's like the real me that you guys get to see. I do like to still be girly, but I also want to still be able to protect myself. But I don't have to be girly. Because I can get down with the get down. I'm excited to show you guys my my P80. All right, so the winner for this giveaway is going to be Jake Delholm. Hope I said that right. Jake Delholm. So please send me a message so that I can get this shipped out to you. I don't know if Texas is still on here, but you should have definitely already received your giveaway items. All right, so that is Jake. So Jake, you just won this. Please reach out with your information. And if you want anything tonight, please make sure that you give me your address so that I can get these things shipped out to you very quickly. And the only thing that we have left is our goodbyes. And our goodbyes are going to accompany a giveaway. And this is going to be for the end of this video. So last week, only 2 people entered for the giveaway that's going to be announced for the following week. So I'm going to announce a giveaway here in a sec. And the way that you can enter is for you to comment in the comment section, giveaway. That's all you have to do. Comment giveaway in the comment section of the video. All right. Don't comment it on this live. Comment in the under the description of the video. Okay, guys? Tonight we talked about choosing a firearms instructor, some of the things that you want to think about. We also talked about preparing for emergencies and make sure that you guys are all safe. Make sure that you are very proactive. And I want to see you all back here next Thursday. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. And one last plug is I want you guys to check out Sky Firearms. Some people have their isms about them, but what I really love that they're doing right now is every Sunday they're giving away 12 free guns. All right, guys, every Sunday they're giving away 12 free guns. So if you have not connected with them on social media, please connect with them on social media. Even if you don't need it, it could be a gun that you could use for just going to the range or just something. But make sure that you check them out. Or if you know someone who may not be able to afford a firearm, please connect them with them because they're giving away 12 free guns every single week, and they're doing it on Sunday. All right, so sorry that my voice is all jacked up. I have been sick all week, but I definitely could not miss this live with you guys because I appreciate you. If you have not checked out my videos that have came out on the if you haven't checked out my videos that come out on Mondays, please go back and check my videos out. I would love for you to give those videos a thumbs up and a comment as well. But Young Dragons reminded you guys to please hit that thumbs up on your way out and enter the giveaway after the live. I really appreciate you guys. Mike said I'm the giveaway queen. I am the giveaway queen, but it's probably because I never really win things. So I'm always like, here you guys go. You can win this, because I never really win a lot of stuff. But definitely hit those thumbs up on this video. And the giveaway that you're going to enter after this live ends is primary arms patch and a primary arms hat. So once this video is over, I just want you guys to go comment, and the winner for this will be announced next week. The winner for this right here will be announced next week. All right, guys? So please stay safe if you are in that impact area for the hurricane, and I will see you right here next Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern for Talk to Me Thursday. Thank you so much for each and every one of you who tuned in, and have a great night, guys. See you later.